Thank you very much indeed. Sir.
Thank you. Claudio Celani from EIR Strategic Alert Service. At the last press conference, Mr. Trichet, you might remember, I asked you a question on the separation of banking activities. So I was very happy in seeing that in the financial stability review of the ECB, there is one chapter dedicated to the issue. It's called Separated Banking and Securities Business, Glass-Steagall Revisited. But then I read it and I was disappointed because basically you reject it on the basis of two arguments, one of which I consider ideological and the other one is technical. So the ideological argument is that this is not in the tradition, European tradition of universal banking. Well, traditions can be changed. Before Glass-Steagall was introduced, this was also the tradition in the United States. And before firewalls were eliminated in Europe, 95, 96 or whatever, that process, so no longer than 10 years ago, we had this tradition. So the technical argument which you make in the report is that a separation of banking activities between commercial banks and investment banks might disturb the functionality of the market and might also hamper the integration of the markets. Now, you said a few minutes ago that the markets are not perfectly functioning now, which I think it's an understatement. I would say the markets are pretty dysfunctional. If you see in the media, we can read that one banking sector...
Sir, can I ask you the question?
Okay, so therefore, wouldn't be... I mean, the main point which is missed here is that through a separation, the issue of protection is clear. Governments can protect deposit-taking banks and commercial banks, and the rest is not protected. So we have all these toxic assets. We have an open-ended guarantee for quadrillions now. How are we going to solve this?
Again, I know your position because you expressed already it last time, and I understand that one can defend that position. Again, I also see, of course, that it is a debate which is traditional in the United States since a very long period of time. It is also true that it is the position that the ECB took and that you reflected very well. We consider that it is not something that we would consider, I would say, urgent or even extraordinarily appropriate in our present situation. But I don't deny that you can have your opinion. You have your opinion. We have ours. Thank you very much indeed. So.